Sam Altman raised the biggest venture capital round in history yesterday. I don't think it's big enough. So $6.6 billion. Tiger Global's in there. NVIDIA's in there. Khosla Ventures is in on the round. Microsoft is in on the round, which doesn't surprise anybody. And Sam was able to persuade the investors to not touch some of the other companies that are draining talent in the field, which is a nice get for him. So Ilya and Safe Superintelligence can invest. XAI and Elon can't invest. Anthropic can't invest. You get the picture. This is a really odd raise already. But the thing that I think is most interesting is not the fact that this is technically an investment in a nonprofit that is going to go through convertible notes to get to a for-profit entity and eventually give Sam equity. That's weird. And that's going to require Sam and his lawyers to do a lot of work, but they have the money for the lawyers now. No, that's not the really odd thing. Nor is it odd that OpenAI is losing $5 billion on revenue of 3.6 and expects to get to like 11 and change billion next year. Very typical VC unit economics there. Slightly bigger, slightly more dramatic, but like not an unusual pattern. No, the weird thing is they're putting all this money down and it's not remotely close to enough for artificial general intelligence. Not close. Like if you look at the amount of power needed to consume across data centers in the US or elsewhere to make a run at general intelligence, and the public statements that Microsoft and OpenAI have made about how big their ambitions are, 5 gigawatts, 2 gigawatts, 3 gigawatts of power, whatever, and how many data centers that they want to run, like half a dozen, 6 or 7, I think was leaked by Sam in a proposal to the USG. And these are massive data centers, like individually gigawatt scale data centers. They're talking hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe $100 billion. And you have to buy the chips for that. You have to build the physical plant for that. And this is a race, right? Like you can't not be ahead if you're OpenAI. They have the pressure of the leader on their backs. And so they have to break ground on that next year, which means they have to start paying bills on that next year. They're already burning $5 billion. They got a $6.6 billion raise to help plug the hole on existing burn rate. They're about to turn their burn rate on times 20. Where's that money going to come from? I don't know. I don't think Sam quite knows yet. Sam is in the middle of fundraising and we will see. But my bet is, since he's very good at fundraising and since these massive venture players are already in the ring with their money with OpenAI, they are highly incentivized both to put more money in for general intelligence and also to get other big players, sovereign wealth funds, maybe BlackRock, I don't know. And I say BlackRock, by the way, not because I know anything, but because like they're one of the few players that actually has money to deploy at scale. Most venture funds probably can't afford to pony up the kind of massive single bet that you would need for AGI, even to be a part in a $100 billion round. So it's all speculation. But if you do the math between the public statements that Sam has made and that Microsoft has made about how big their ambitions are, and you compare that to the amount of money they actually raised at what is to date the biggest round in VC history, it doesn't add up. It's like $95 billion short. Got to come from somewhere. It's not just going to come out of thin air. And I don't know where it's going to come from, but if they want to keep on track with their AGI ambitions, they are going to have to get that money in the next 6 to 8 months. So stay tuned. This is the biggest round in venture capital so far. And I emphasize so far. Yeah, let me know. What do you think about the raise? What do you think I missed? Do you think there's going to be a bigger round coming? Cheers.